Hey y'all, it's Key and I'm back with another video. If you guys are interested in seeing how I achieved this eye makeup look, then definitely keep watching. Alright, I'm back you guys. I know I look crazy, but you gotta trust the process. For the most part, I'm doing my face. And I left some baking powder on just in case there's any fallout with the eyeshadow because we are doing something a little dramatic today. Alright, today we're using the Jaclyn Hill palette. It has a bunch of colors in there. So I'm starting off with that nice brown shade there, and the name of in the palette is Pukey. It's a really weird name, but you know, we're using it in our crease today, and we just need a good transition shade that's close to our skin tone to have all the other shadows blend into. Since we are using dramatic colors, we want to have like a nice base to start off with. So that green shade at the bottom that I'm pointing at is called Enchanted. It's a nice dark green shade, and I'm in the holiday spirit. I've been watching Christmas movies and stuff, so I just wanted to dab into something a little bit dramatic. And my little sister did this on Thanksgiving, the same exact look, so I was like, I need to try it on me because yes, it was popping. So yeah, I'm just packing it onto my lid and blending it into my crease as well. I didn't want to put it directly into my crease because I didn't want it to get crazy. So now I'm pointing at this teal shade, and the name of it is Jada. And I wanted to use a teal in the crease to blend the brown and the green together to intensify the look. I didn't want to use that same dark green shade because I didn't want to look like a raccoon. So I wanted to go for something a little bit softer to give it that smoky effect, and so it won't be as harsh as the dark green. So I'm doing the same on my other eye, packing on that dark green shade until I get it as dark as I need it to be. And then I'm going to go back in with my blending brush to blend out those edges, and go in with that teal shade Jada again to blend everything out. So with eyeshadow looks, the key to it is just blending. Like, that's all you're really doing this entire time, is blending. Alright, so now pointing at two shades at the bottom. I'm going to start off with that olive green shade, and I'm going to pack that all over my lid with a nice lid brush. And I'm trying to go for a halo eye effect. Normally with the metallic shade I wouldn't put it all over my lid, but since I used a dark base and it pretty much looks like the same color as the dark green we used, I'm just going to pack that all over. And then that bright teal shade, it's called Pool Party, the metallic one that I pointed at. I'm going to use that just in the center where the light hits, because you know that's the point of a halo eye. So that's what I'm going to do next. You will see that in the next clip. So yeah, and this was originally supposed to be a talk through, but this video would have been long, so you know, I was like, let me spare y'all the time and just do a voiceover. So that's what I'm doing. I'm packing on that shade in the middle, that bright teal shade, and it's not really giving me like the vibes that I wanted it to give me, so I'm actually gonna dab into a brighter shade in the palette that I will show you in just a second, just to like make it more intense. So yeah, so I'm using that first pearl shade, and I'm going to swatch it for you. It's like a nice bright color. It's not going to be too bright on the lid. It's going to blend with everything. But yeah, you see how I just took the look to another level. Like, yes, this is what I was trying to achieve. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And really for this look, I wanted to do that in my tear duct as well, but I forgot at the end. So yeah, I was rushing because I don't know if I mentioned before, but my best friend, her mom is having her 50th birthday party, and that's when I was getting ready for, and it was dressy and all black. So yeah, I was being extra because it's been a minute since I was able to do like a makeup look like this. So yeah, I'm just blending, going back, blending everything out, blending out those edges, making sure everything is seamless. So now it's lashes time, and I'm using Mink Lashes by Lilly Lashes. You can check out her website, check out her hashtag on Instagram, Lilly Lashes. She's really popular. They're really nice. I'm using it in the style Mykonos. It's one of her most dramatic lashes. They are on the pricey side, but these will last you a long time. So yeah, I really love these. They're nice and fluffy, and they don't need any mascara. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be ordering some more from her for sure. Alright, so now I'm going in with this NYX Wonder Pencil in the color medium, and I'm going to use that to line my waterline just to open up my eyes a bit, because as you can see, I have little eyes. So definitely for something like this, you do not want to use a white eyeliner because that's too harsh on any skin tone really, but especially for my brown girls. So I'm also taking an angle brush now in a nude shade. It's next to that pearl shade we use, and I'm using that to set it since it's my waterline, and my eyes water a lot. So yeah, that's all I'm doing, and I know I look crazy right now, but it's all gonna come together, I promise you. So yeah, I do a lot of talking. Like, the video is gonna be 30 minutes if I wouldn't have did this voiceover. So now I'm going in with a really tiny blending brush from Elf, and I'm going back with that same transition shade, Pukey, that nice brown shade. And I'm using that because we're going to use the green, but like I said, we got to build up to it, work our way up to it, sis, because that green color is ridiculous. And now I'm going in with a warmer shade. It's called Butter in the palette. It's just pretty much like that brown shade we used, but just a tad bit warmer with some orange undertones, just because I want to warm up my under eye just a tad bit, because that first shade wasn't doing it for me. So I'm just blending away, and I don't like to use angle brushes because it can give off that harsh eyeliner look, and that's not what I was trying to achieve. So I like to use tiny blending brushes on my under eye. So now I'm going in with the shade Jada. I just used the tiniest bit. It was that bright teal shade we use in our crease. And I'm just blending that out. Like I said, we're working our way up to that dark green shade. We do not want to start off with it. So yeah, I'm doing that to the other eye. And then I'm actually about to take an angled brush and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm taking an angled brush, and I'm going to dab that into that dark green shade and use it in there. I know I said I don't like using angle brushes for it, but sometimes those blending brushes intimidate me as far as using like dark shadows. It can get crazy real quick, so I'd rather use something a little bit more tinier and detailed for it. So this was the closest thing to me. So I just used this one. And I'm going back in with that NYX Wonder Pencil because that nude shade got lost in the sauce a little bit when I added that green. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more. I'm just touching up everything. So yes, as you can see, I was feeling my eyeshadow look right there. So now I'm going in with my mascara, my favorite of all time, L'Oreal Telescopic. And look at the wand. Let's just take a moment for the wand. It's nice, tiny, and the bristles are tiny, and they really snatch your lashes. So if you have some baby lashes, trust me, like, it's gonna make your lashes pop, and it's buildable. So yeah, I definitely recommend this mascara for anyone that's in the market for a bomb mascara. So yeah, that's all I'm doing, trying to snatch those lashes, hunty. Yes. Alright, next I'm showing you my highlighter brush. I love it. It's nice and tapered and blends it well. I'm showing you my two favorite highlighters at the moment, which is the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. It's really great for my chocolate girls. And also my other favorite highlighter is not a highlighter, it's a shadow actually, but it's in the Jaclyn Hill palette. It comes off hot pink in the palette, but it's really gold, and I decided to go with that one today because the Fenty one was a little bit more on the rosy side, and I felt like it would clash with the green, so I wanted to go with something more golden and simple. So that's what I was doing there. And I just love this shade in the palette for highlighting because it's like duochrome, so it has some rose gold in it, but also like a true champagne gold as well. So I'm applying that to the highest points of my cheeks and also the tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose. And I don't dip the brush back in the palette. I just use whatever is left, and I apply that to my forehead, because we don't want the highlighter on your forehead to be too intense, so that's why I do that. And now I'm just using like a nice lid tapered brush, like a tiny one, and I like to do that for my brow bone to highlight it because we want everywhere the light hits, we want it to be beaming. Okay, so I did that, and now I'm just blending out those edges, just so everything can be blended together. And as you can see, I don't know if you could tell, but I messed up my eyes when I was applying mascara because my eyes can't stay open for long when I do mascara. So I accidentally shut my eyes as I was doing it and got some mascara on my cheeks. So I just took some LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Chesnutt, which is actually my skin tone. I didn't want to use the actual highlighting shade I use, which is Toffee, just because I didn't want it to be too bright and that would have been more to blend out. So I just used the tiniest amount. I used a tiny brush to blend it out, and now I'm baking it just so it can look like the rest of my face and my under eye. So yeah, So I'm just going to let that sit. And now I'm going into my lips. We're using Rooch by ColourPop, which is from the Karuchi and ColourPop collaboration. And also I'm using Amore by Milani. It's like a brighter red. So now I'm lining my lips with a dark brown shade from Wet n Wild. My favorite is the NYX Espresso, but she went missing. So this is what we're doing today. And if you're a brown girl and you don't have a brown lip liner, what are you doing? Because, girl, this is all you need. You don't need any other lip liner, honestly. Like, I use this for every lip I do. So yeah, it's really great. So I'm just lining my lips, and I'm going to take Rooch, which is the deeper red shade that I showed first, and I'm just going to focus that on my outer lip. I'm kind of doing like an ombre, but not really. It's not really like super intense. It's just, I don't know, I can never just use one lip shade. Like, I'm extra. So yeah, I'm just lining the outer parts of my lips with Rooch, and then I'm going to go in with Amore by Milani, which is a nice and bright red shade. It looks good on any skin tone. Like, I love it in the summer, like just all over for one shade. It looks super bright and pretty. So yeah. And then I'm just gonna dab my lips together, and I make sure it's nice and blended, and add a little bit more because your girl can never have too much. And yes, got my lips popping. This look will actually look good with a nice peachy nude lip color too, but I was trying to go for more of a nighttime look, and like I said, I was in the holiday spirit, so your girl had to do red. Now I'm sucking my finger because it gets the rest of the excess lipstick off, and you don't want lipstick on your teeth. So this is a good trick to do whenever you're using a really dark lip shade that tends to get on your teeth, you know? So now I just sprayed my Real Technique sponge to set my face, and yeah. Everything that I use will be listed in the description box. So thanks for watching, y'all.
I got some shit for you to come and get. I'm at the same Regis up on Briar Oaks. Hit me when you're done your shift. Woo! I see you doing well, baby. Oh, you pulling shit together, I can tell, baby. Is you single or what? I need a girl from the country. I need